Thursday, it's 9 o'clock. I'm Joanna Gosling. Welcome to the programme. More calls for Boris Johnson to be disciplined by the Tory party for saying the full face veil. We've tracked down a woman in Denmark who says she was issued with a fine for wearing a niqab in public after a ban came into effect this month. Also today, a shortage of qualified teachers in nurseries is damaging the life chances of young children. That's according to one charity. Does it really matter if preschool children are looked after by workers with higher level qualifications or not? Vote, and by debating it, media play into his agenda. Nick on Twitter says he was looking to make a shock statement to keep himself in the public domain. He has succeeded. Well, we are going to be talking more about it. We've got a group of Muslim women with us. Well, that was Omar. It's not actually her real name, but it's how she wanted us to refer to her. Speaking to us earlier from Denmark, where the ban has come into force, and she's been fined for wearing her niqab, as we were hearing, out in public. So how do Muslim women in the UK feel about those comments from Boris Johnson? And what motivates choices behind wearing a full face veil like the burqa or the niqab or a hijab, or indeed no head covering at all? We've got a group of... You say actually your family don't want you to. But,
yes.
In terms of your choices and what is now going on, the conversation that we just heard with Omar and Boris Johnson's comments, how are you feeling? His article actually has the comments that have been said. You're a scientist, you're a very well qualified woman.
Geneticist.
You are a model, you are a Muslim, you choose not to wear a veil at all.
No, I don't. I don't wear any form of veil any time unless I...
Around that, were you at a school where there were others wearing it, or did... because obviously at the age of 12, if you're in school and you're wearing something that marks you out, it's something for
I'd say school I went to is quite multicultural. Other girls.
Now, hundreds of thousands of children could be falling behind before they even start school because they do not have a specially qualified early years teacher. That's according to the Save the Children charity, which says there's a shortage of around 11,000 early years teachers in England. The charity has accused the government of lowering ambitions for childcare quality and warns that without action, ministers will be letting down our next generation. But the Children and Families Minister claims they're investing more than any other government in supporting early years education and childcare, and will be putting in around £6 billion a year by 2020. We can speak now to Juno. Thank you very much, Julian. Lots of you getting in touch with Boris Johnson's comments and continuing comments as a result of the discussions that we've been having today on the wearing of the veil and the niqab. I'm just trying to get some of your comments up, and I'm struggling with technology, so I can't bring you any comments right now, but we will visit some of them a little bit later. Do keep getting in touch with us. We do read everything that you send through, and don't forget, if you're emailing and you're happy for us to contact you and maybe want to take part in the programme, please include your phone number in the message, and text will be charged at the standard network rate. Right, let's catch up with the sport right now. Ollie is at the Sports Centre again. A complete change from where you had come, and suddenly what was in your grasp. Did you feel like there were any boundaries for you? Who would be telling you when you were told?
Well, my agent would, you know, because it could be a reality star. It was just very easy. They would throw yourself at you.
In the book, what sorts of, without being too explicit, but what sort of antics were going on? Because this was actually with other footballers as well, was it, that you were going out and partying and...
Yeah, of course, we're half to blame as well, but you know, we're not going to say no if a girl wants to sleep with you.
You sort of felt acceptable, because you weren't. These weren't relationships, obviously, were they? These were kind of one-night stands, brief encounters.
Yeah.
You say it was all consensual, obviously, but in terms of whether anybody walked away feeling good about themselves, did you feel good about yourself?
No.
Thank you very much for coming into this. Thanks a lot. Now, just before we go, bad news if you rent a property, as it's been suggested that private rent prices could rise by 15% in the next 5 years. It is according to new research by the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, which conducts research on the property market. One of the reasons for the potential rise is a lack of new homes on